Hey guys.
Hey guys. I can hear them all in there chatting about what's going on and that. Who's actually here today?
So we've got Scott, we've got the interior designer Sue, we've got the planning team, and we've got Heritage.
Okay. And what's the big deal about today then?
So for us, the big deal is to show them all our plans, show them what we've got done so far, and just to get the green light and the go ahead from them, so we can get the premises up and rolling.
I know we asked all of them if they would mind coming on camera and saying a few words, because we're always getting asked what's going on, where's the planning, and all that kind of stuff. But they don't want to actually be on camera, which is fair enough. You know, some people are shy. You're obviously not, so you.
I am actually really shy. I have to do this.
So hopefully today we'll have some news on what we can do and what we can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go inside. Obviously, the cameras can't come.
No filming today with them, guys. Sorry.
But let's have an update with them and a catch-up, find out what they want and how it's going and all of that kind of stuff. And then we'll come back and we'll have a chat about what they're saying is possible and not.
Yep, that's fine with me. Okay. Let's get in because it's freezing out here.
Freezing, come on.
Can you guys notice anything different? Yes, you can. The bin bags are gone. Because I've already noticed some of you guys having a little peeping through the window, but we don't mind. We actually love that you guys are interested enough to have a cheeky little sneak peek. We're currently inside of Heritage, making sure they can write off everything to get done correctly. Here we have an empty phone box, and because of that, we have been in talks with a charity to get a defib machine to help the community of Braintree in case any emergencies that occur, we can use it.
So what was today all about then?
So it was our initial meeting with the planners and Heritage, and it was to look at basically what we can and can't do on the building, and how we can restore it back to its former glory, basically.
And is that what we're trying to do? Because I thought we were ripping everything out and replacing it with all this ultra-modern stuff.
Well, we've got to maintain the fabric of the building and the character of the building, and then add the modern stuff as well
to it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what people's impression is, that we're just going to gut everything, get rid of all the old and replace with new. But that's not what we want to do, really, is it?
No, and a lot of the old stuff has actually been taken out previously.
Okay.
So the bits that we have discovered, we want to reapply, bring back into the building and showcase.
Is it easy to do that or not?
No, it'll take a lot of time, a lot of money. But I think we're all committed to that.
What was our aim today then? Why did we have Heritage here and the planners here? Even enforcement turned up as well today. So why are they all here? What do they want to get out of it? Just to make sure that we're not doing anything that we shouldn't be doing.
100%. I mean, their focus is all about the building. So their role is to protect listed buildings. And to make sure that any planning that we do to a listed building is approved and of benefit to the local community. And we want to work with them, so we absolutely want them on our side, and we want to work in partnership with them.
And they were actually a nice bunch.
They were lovely ladies, really nice ladies.
Because there are times when they could have been a lot worse.
No, they were really, really nice guys.
Okay. What's the next step now with them? Do we need to do anything to satisfy them even more? Or is there more planning applications to put in? There's obviously a lot of essential repairs that need to be done, especially before winter comes. Half the roof's missing in places.
Yeah.
You know, there's plaster falling off from ceilings. What's the actual allowed thing now?
So we can do essential repairs and maintenance on the building, and then anything else, we're going to put a whole schedule of works together, submit that with the planning application, and then hopefully they'll approve it.
Yeah, and do you see any issues? What's the big issue at the moment? I know there was an issue with what you wanted to do with the conservatory and stuff. So now we've decided to make 2 planning applications rather than just the one. So remove it from the original and maybe go for that later on. So it didn't hold anything else up. But was there anything else that might be an issue?
No, I think we're actually retaining the building as it is, and it has previously been used as a pub. So we are using the space as it was used pretty much
before.
before.
So it's just a change of use now.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you? What do you think? You're the one in there having to pull things down and make things look good. Where are we up to with everything?
Like,
Are we on
what's
track?
the next steps?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely on track. We just needed them to come in to tell us what we can and can't do, because obviously we don't want to progress putting more things up and putting things in front of things for them just to come back and say, you can't do that.
That's
So now we
nothing
know
more.
what they want, where they want it, and what we can put up and what we can't put up. We can go forward now.
What was your impression of the planners that came today?
I think that was nice.
Yeah.
They was working with us and telling us, yeah, no, you're fine with this. I don't think that was bad at all.
Do you think they were fair?
I think that was very fair.
Yeah.
I think they was just doing their job.
Yeah.
And they was helping us in
Yeah.
every way they can to progress with what we want to do.
I think people have the wrong impression of the planners and the architects and the environmental people. And who was the other people who came? Not environmental health.
Heritage.
Heritage.
That's the one.
I always get them confused with environmental health. The heritage people are really important to a town because their main focus is to look after all of these amazingly old buildings. And, there are quite a few here in Braintree. And I think this building is actually one of the oldest.
It
is, isn't it?
So you can understand why there's a concern from them that you're going to go in and rip out that. What's the word they say? The fabric of the building. That's right. So they're worried that anybody new going in is going to go in and rip out that fabric.
And not respect their previous.
Yeah, well, the problem is that fabric was probably torn apart 50 to 100 years ago. The original really isn't there anymore.
There's probably nothing actually original in there.
Apart from
Anymore.
the frontage.
Apart from the front.
Because the front looks incredible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it still
Beautiful.
has maintained that original 400-year-old thing.
And 400
And
years is a
exterior
long
walls.
time. To
A
keep
very
things
long time.
original.
Yeah,
There's
it
a lot of
is.
different people coming in and trying to do different repair work.
And I think that was one of the fundamental things we found, that over the years, and without any real planning consents or anything like that, work has obviously been carried out that doesn't go with the fabric of the building. It certainly isn't to the standard of what it was 400 years ago. There's been a lot of slapdash kind of stuff that we now are in a position that we have to repair because it's a mess. And it's old, it's falling apart, and it's hurting the building. One of the things that they were saying was that you need to have that breathable kind of plaster and stuff. And obviously it hadn't been like that in some parts of it. So it's about taking that stuff out and off and then putting back the stuff that should have been put there originally in the first place. So it's a massive job. How long is that going to take?
To get everything down and put up. Well, it comes down to planning as well, because obviously that's construction. At the moment, we're only allowed to do.
Give me that 1 second. How long does that kind of take, the planning stuff? What did they say?
I think we're looking sort of 8 to 12 weeks to have everything finalised.
Do you think it's going to be that quick?
I'd like to think so.
Because that's quick.
Yes. In the meantime, we can do some emergency repair work.
Which will keep the guys busy for the next 12 weeks. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'd like to say that 12 weeks' time, we should have an idea of
How long?
well, we should be close to having everything signed off.
What do you think is realistic after the sign-off?
I don't want to be too realistic or unrealistic, but it's going to take a good couple of months to get everything up and prepared. And then we can start moving all the furnitures and putting all the fixings in.
Because that's the other thing. There's no reason to stop the handmade furniture being made, is there?
Yeah,
We can
that
still
is
get all of that
Still
done.
keeping that going
Go
on.
ahead and you say, yep, we're okay with what you want to do, then you can have all of that being already made.
But
while we're doing the
just
work.
so I understand, do you need planning permission for making a bar stool
No.
or making the bar?
No.
So we don't have to wait the 3 months to get that going.
We can
That
get them
be
things
done
going
now.
in the background.
You can put that in now.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all happening in the background
Okay.
already. Yeah.
Is there anything that planning wants us to do before that was kind of installed? Or is the installation part of the planning permission? Or do you not need planning permission to do an install?
No, so I think once they've signed off the protection of the fabric of the building, then what's going on inside
I think that's their main concern.
Their
main concern
focus
is the materials being used.
Yeah.
Just to make sure
to do the repairs or any
repair,
changes. But I'm asking about specifically
anything internal, because you can come back out. You can take chairs away. You can take bars out. You can take everything else out.
No, but what I'm asking is
on the structure. That's what their main concern's about.
Oh, so we're not going to put anything on the structure.
No. So all the furniture and the joinery work that we're going to create is actually not going to be fixed to the building. It's going to stand free of the building. It will look like it's fitted, but it won't be attached to any of the walls.
To the actual walls.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, come on!
Come and join us!
What do you think?
Come join.
Well, might as well. I've seen you on the telly.
So what do you think so far of what's been going on here?
I think it's amazing, and I think it's nice to bring something new to the town, definitely. And I think the table out here, definitely your idea not to have Matty, I think that's brilliant.
How do you think, like, us being open would change this little strip at all?
Oh, it's massively.
The
The
What
undesirables.
impact do you think it would, like, have?
I just think you're bringing more to the town. I mean, you've got Eleanor's, you've got the other restaurant there, and working as a team, and it's different. What you're doing is different, so I think that's really good. And I think it's bringing something fresh and new to the town. I think it's nice. And we all like to sit in, and sometimes the unbearables and the undesirables out here.
Oh, no, that's not going to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna get
They'll
rid
be
of that.
gone.
And I like the fact that you're bringing people in, off the street, inside.
Maybe get you some customers in Iceland.
There you go. I put an advertisement in, we'll advertise for you.
Thank you.
Let's go back to work.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, you're a big hit in Iceland.
She's got the same colours on.
Yes.
Oh, they think you're one of their workers, Sue. So as the interior designer for Oceans, what's your vision?
So I think we've obviously worked very closely together. I think we'd like to bring a little bit of glamour, a little bit of London to this particular restaurant. Somewhere that's a destination restaurant. It'll be vibrant, it'll be happening. It will be a special place.
Do you think so? Because I see a lot of things on Facebook and all the other social media. When I'm sat sunning myself in Miami and these lot are all here working, it's almost like I'm hearing, Braintree is it's not gonna go down in Braintree well. It's just not for these kind of people and blah 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 blah. But we actually don't believe that. We think that these kind of people would actually love something like this.
100%. And just to bring a nice restaurant or add to the restaurant scene in Braintree would make sense. It's an up-and-coming area.
Because you want to bring London into this space here. Are they ready for that?
I think so. I think there's a real revival of the restaurant scene. You can see that happening right across the county. And I think, why should Braintree be any different?
Yeah, I agree. I can see all the changes and all that kind of stuff that's going on. I've been inside again today with the planners, had a walk around. It looks amazing. Can see Sue's vision. Looks amazing. What I can't get my head around is, since I last saw you both, have you had new teeth? I feel like you've been to Turkey.
He has. He went to
What
Turkey the other day. Give the camera a smile.
I've not been to Turkey.
Where did you get them done?
I actually got them done in Manchester.
Let's have a look. Give us a big smile.
No, because I might have something in my teeth.
No, you haven't. Oh, you have. Yeah, you've got a pube. That was good.
I know, it's exciting as well.
I just wish it'd hurry up. It's doing
I
my
know,
head
it's
in.
just taking too long now. But we've got to think of the end goal.
Yeah, and we will. The planners were actually really nice.
I know, I didn't expect them to be that nice. I don't know why.
I think because you build yourself up, waiting for something to happen, and you think all the time.
Sorry, you got a spider on you. Spider.
I think you spend so much time worrying about officials and what they can do and what they can't do, but really they're just people, and they're okay. You know, they're just trying to safeguard everything and all of that kind of stuff. They're going to work with us, I can tell, and we can work with them. So let's do it.
Yeah.
I think it's time to get this job rolling.
Get the ball rolling now.
Yeah.
Everybody
Come on.
wants it. Let's go get some lunch. I'm starving.
I'm starving too.